with Riverside Regional Library. Can you guys guess what we're going to be talking about today? What is this? You're right, it's an apple. And what color is the apple? Oh, it's a juicy red apple. So today I am here at Beg's Pumpkin Patch and Apple Orchard. So you guys get to experience some apple trees today, and we're going to read some stories about apple orchards and apple harvest and picking. How fun is that? Okay, let's get started with our first story. So this one is called Apple Harvest by Calvin Harris. Fall is here, and it so is. The cool air. It's fall with cool breezes blow through the apple orchard trees. Red apples, they hang down from the woody branches. Just like our apples here. The ripe apples are ready to be picked. Fall is harvest time. Oh, farmers pick the apples by hand, and you can go out to the orchard and pick apples from hand too. Workers sort the apples by flavor. The apples are put into bags for shoppers to buy. There are tons of different apple flavors. What flavor is your favorite? Mine is Honeycrisp. Oh, it's so sweet and yummy. And of course, there's always fun to be had with apples. Apples make fun treats. Crisp caramel apples are sticky and sweet. Have you ever had a caramel apple? Oh, they're so good. And you can also make hot apple cider, and it warms you up on a cold day. We can cut the apples into slices and fill the inside of an apple pie. Can you guys smell the apple pie baking? Oh, it's delicious. And so there are many other signs of fall. The apple harvest has begun. And what other signs do you guys see that make fall? When the leaves, they start to turn different colors, and we have pumpkins. Oh, you can just smell it in the breeze. The end. That was a great one to get us started talking about apples and apple harvest. Let's find out what our next book is. This one is Fall Apple Fun by Lerner. Apples in the fall. Look! Colorful leaves blow in the breeze and the air feels cooler. We know it's fall. Fall is a good time to visit on an apple orchard, and we can pick apples there. Oh, we crunch into an apple, just like that. I bite through the red skin, and the crisp white flesh tastes oh so sweet, and juice drips down my chin. Surprise! Tiny dark seeds hide inside the core of the apple. See the seeds? How many seeds are in the core? Can you count them? 1, 2. Good job. And so, how do apples grow? Plop! An apple seed. It falls into the soil, and the roots grow down, and a stem grows up. Drip, drop, and the rain helps the seed become a sprout. And the sunlight helps the sprout become a tree. So then green leaves bud and spread, and the leaves soak up the warm sunlight. And so sunlight becomes food for the growing tree. You guys can see the buds of the tree down at the bottom. Oh, I smell the sweet flowers. In the spring, white and pink apple blossoms bloom. And what are these? What is all over the blossoms? Bees. And what do bees say? Bzz. Can you make a bzz sound? Can you hear it? Oh, good job. Bees drink nectar from the apple flowers, and pollen from the flowers sticks to their bodies, and bees spread pollen from tree to tree. So bees are very important. So pollen from another tree fertilizes the flowers, and then their petals fall, and tiny green fruitlets form. During the summer, fruitlets grow into big apples. And pickers harvest apples in the fall. Ripe apples pile up. Look at all those apples. So, there are many different ways you can use apples. Bakers peel, core, and cut apples to make pies. And when the pies are done, it smells like cinnamon and baked apples. Oh, and you can make apple cider. Ooh, what a yummy treat. And the grinder turns and it smashes the apples into pulp. And you can squish the apples, and the press squeezes the apples into a pulp, and the cider trickles out of the apples. We drink the cider. It looks cloudier than apple juice, but it tastes sweet and tart. So we say goodbye to the orchard, and we visit again next fall. The end. So there's many cool things you can do at an apple orchard, and many different things you can do with an apple. Oh, this is getting me hungry for apples. Let's go to our next story. Do you guys know who this is? Who is that? Peppa Pig. So this story is Peppa Goes Apple Picking. And this book is adapted by Meredith Russo. It's a lovely sunny morning, and Mummy and Daddy Pig have a surprise for Peppa and George. Today is a perfect day for apple picking, says Daddy Pig. We'll use the apples to make a pie for Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig, says Mummy Pig. Hooray! Peppa and George cheer. They love apples, and they especially love pies. Peppa and her family arrive at the orchard, but the apples, they're very high up in the tree. How will we reach them? Asked Peppa. Ho, 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 says Daddy Pig. I have a trick for picking those apples. What do you think is Daddy Pig's trick? I don't know. Let's find out. On the count of 3, shake the tree, says Daddy Pig. Peppa and her family hold onto the tree trunk. Can you guys count? 1, 2, 3. And they shout, and they shake, 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 shake the tree trunk. So what do you think happens when they shake the tree trunk? You're right, the apples are gonna fall. So the apples, they come falling down, and soon Peppa and George's baskets are full of apples. Hooray! Cheer Peppa and George. Daddy Pig, your trick worked. I'm a bit of an expert at apple picking, says Daddy Pig. Do we have enough apples now for Granny and Grandpa's special pie? Asked Peppa. Almost, says Daddy Pig. We just need a few more from the trees at the very hill. Those apples are the juiciest. Are you sure, Daddy Pig? Asked Mummy. I think we have plenty of apples now. But Daddy Pig is sure. He leads them up. Peppa and her family, they shake the tree, but the apples don't fall off. Says Daddy Pig. Maybe if we shake it a bit harder. So they shake, 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 shake. The apples still don't fall off. What will we do now? Asked Peppa. There's only one more way to reach those apples, says Daddy Pig, and that's to climb the tree. Oh, do be careful, Daddy Pig, says Mummy Pig. Daddy Pig climbs to the very top of the tree. He climbs out onto the farthest branch to get the juiciest looking apple. What do you think's gonna happen to Daddy Pig? Daddy Pig almost reaches the apples when, whoa! The branch bends and Daddy Pig falls. Sploosh! Oh my goodness, he splashed into a muddy puddle! Yes, shouts Daddy Pig, and I reached the juiciest apple. Silly Daddy Pig. Back at home, Mummy Pig takes all the apples to the kitchen. It's time to make the pie, she says. Oh, goody, says Peppa. Says George. First, Mummy Pig makes the pie crust. Then they make the apple pie filling. Peppa and George help with the stirring. They use sugar, eggs, cinnamon, and the most important ingredients of all. What is the most important ingredient? The apples. Soon the apple pie is fresh out of the oven. Says Daddy Pig. Can we eat it? Not yet, says Mummy Pig. We have to bring it to Granny and Grandpa's first. So Peppa and her family, they drive to Granny and Grandpa's Pig's house. Well, hello, little one, says Granny Pig. What's all this? Surprise! Cries Peppa. We made you an apple pie. Oh, this is delicious, says Granny. How did you make it so yummy? Well, Daddy picked the apples from the very top of the tree, says Peppa, and got us all muddy. But it was so worth it, snorts Daddy Pig. Hee 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 hee. What a fun day of apple picking it has been. The end. So even George and Peppa got to go apple picking. So, apple picking is a really good exercise that gets the whole family out. So, I challenge you guys to go to your nearest apple picking orchard and pick some apples. And you can have fresh apples just like these. And they're good to eat just by themselves, or you can have them with peanut butter or caramel or bake them in a pie. So yummy. So, tune in with us next time for a great story time, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.